Rock and roll.
Okay, 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4.
Yo!
Welcome to... I fucked that up. I'm going to go again.
No, keep it.
Welcome to the You're Seeing Guys. You're Seeing Guys. It's Greg and Joe. You're Seeing Guys. You're Seeing Guys. Greg and Joe.
Hello, welcome to episode 236 of the Wilson Guys podcast with Greg and Joe. I, of course, am Greg. And I'm joined, as always, over the Skype waves by who the fuck are you?
Obviously, I am Joe Jackson.
He is obviously Jersey
Of
Jackson. You have
Jacksonville.
the name that now on the toy. Of Jackson Village.
Straight out of Jacksonville.
Straight out of what's the one I used to say? Straight out of Kingston. Crazy motherfucker named Greg. Penis shaped like a teddy.
like a little hook bit at the end of it.
It's got the look at
But
the
is
end
that,
and it gets wider.
But is that the foreskin that's flapping over like that, or is it full helmet?
No, it's all hard. It's all
It's
solid.
all hard. That's
It's all girth. It's all gristle.
It's all girth and gristle over here.
That sounds like another detective duo. Girth and gristle.
yeah. Robert Girth.
Get me girth and gristle.
Robert Girth and Danny Gristle. Danny Gristle sounds like a punk singer.
Danny Gristle, man. He sounds like one of the guys out there writing.
He sounds like a punk singer. Danny Gristle.
Toes.
Love it. Yeah, the fucking
Right.
riots, man.
How-
What the fuck?
I know. It's insane. It's crazy.
So
it is crazy. It's mad.
Let's just go into it. I've had the week off.
Okay, go on then. I'll ask you. We've had events, but yeah. Let's
Yeah.
get the riots out of the way.
We're just going to cover this one a little bit.
We don't usually cover it, but it is something that you can't really ignore at the moment.
So I've had the week off where we have done nothing. It's been absolutely fucking fantastic. But then it's been
Brilliant.
really hot, so like we haven't wanted to go out.
Right. Okay.
So I haven't really been paying attention to the news or any kind of sort of social media.
Right.
So this all completely passed me until like the other day. It all appeared on Reddit, and I was just like, "Is it the end of times?" Because I'm seeing stuff in Liverpool, in Sunderland, in Manchester, in like I've just all these sort of places all sort of kicking off, and I really didn't know what was going on. So it's been interesting to catch up on it.
So yeah, you caught up on it yesterday.
Yeah. Yesterday
Or the day before.
I was all pretty much caught up. Yeah, so it's been a wild week, man. The sun's
Yeah.
The sun's
No, to be fair, I hadn't really been looking much at the. I knew it was happening. I knew why it was happening, but I hadn't really been watching any of the videos and stuff.
Yeah.
Until you guys all started talking about it in the WhatsApp group.
It was
and I was like, all right,
flooded.
that's when I really... I mean, I've seen some on the news, when obviously you go onto YouTube, you see the news and stuff pop up. So I'd seen some little bits here and there, but yeah, yesterday when I properly looked at what was going on, I was
on Reddit, every other post was like something about what was going on in the UK, and I was just like, what the fuck
it is
is
insane.
happening? Like it's mad.
it
is utterly mad.
It is, and it's like just how it's popping up everywhere as well.
It's just boiling point, isn't it? It's just like it just feels like there's a boiling point that's reached, and everyone's just full gone for it.
And it's that dangerous mix now of people that are out there who are already they're out there because for whatever the reason be, they're passionate about it. I'm not saying it's a good reason, but it's an excuse. But they're doing. But then now we're at the point where there's going to be all the ones that are like, oh, this is a good chance to go loot in or go smash it up, and you've got the ones that are going to be like, oh, this is a great excuse to go, be violent.
Yeah.
So then you just get this mix of people that aren't as there for the same reasons as the people starting it. I'm not saying it's hard to say what I'm saying, but now it's a whole mix of people out there, all with different agendas, just all right.
Yeah, it's crazy. But it's God knows. Fuck it. It's been going on for like 4 days or something in some places. Like
yeah, it's mad, isn't it? Yeah, it is mad.
Insane. How are you?
There
Greg?
we go. We've acknowledged the riots. I'm okay. I'm good. It's a Sunday evening. I finished work. I popped to a friend's house. Was going to go for a coffee, but it was hot. So she gave me a Peroni beer. I was like, I'm only having one because I'm driving.
Yeah.
So she poured it into a glass, and then she mixed it with something cordial, but I don't know what flavour it was.
Oh, was it like
cordial?
dandelion and burdock or something, or like
Well, no, it wasn't. No,
elderflower?
Yeah, no, it wasn't anything. It was just like a standard, like a blackcurrant.
Oh, right. Oh, sorry.
I can't remember. I can't remember what flavour
Oh,
it was.
she gave you like
She had-
half a snake bite by the sound of it.
She had like a teaspoon of that. Yeah, she had a teaspoon of that, and then some ice, and it was really nice. It was
Yeah.
nice. I enjoyed it.
Beer cocktail sort of thing.
Yeah. So
Alright.
I had one little glass of that, and then drove home on the M25.
Nice.
But yeah, work was busy today. It was a busy day. It was a nice weather day. Nice, I was about to say weather-wise day. Nice weather day.
Yeah, it's as I said. Yeah, the start of the week was a bit fucking hot and was
Oh man.
rough. I didn't like it. It was too much.
Yeah. So yes, there was a good storm the other night. There, that was nice.
Yeah, that was good actually.
Yep.
Yeah.
That was good. You heard it coming for ages as well. I liked hearing the thunder get closer.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it rolled
so
in.
yesterday, I was like, right, I've got to sort the garden out. It's been too long. I've done it like 3 times since like quote unquote summer.
Yeah.
Sort of time. Because there was that period where it was just rain, sun.
Yeah,
like-
really back and
like
forth.
a month or so going back. And then since then, the garden just literally exploded in ways I've never seen it before. The whole back corner under the big tree was just stinging nettles was so far out. Stinging nettles, right? Like, what the fuck?
Fucking
they were
stinging
so
nettles.
far out. They were like
Good
growing.
Lord.
They were like growing through the window of Indiana's Wendy house. Like, it was so
Oh,
much. It
Jesus.
was like almost like touching the trampoline.
Nature was winning.
No, like, this is insane. And then a thistle grew out the middle of the garden. I mean, it was big.
These
Man. It
are
was like
very
up to my
basic.
waist.
These are very basic weeds. You know what I mean? Like these are.
Yeah, I know, but it was huge. It was up to my waist, and it was really thick, like 4 arms coming up the ground. And I've never seen that grow there before either. Not to mention how long the grass was. But I was very much like, this has to be dealt with.
Yeah.
So that's what I did. I
Nice.
mowed all the lawn, sorted all the shit out, got rid of all the fucking nettles. That thistle, I literally had to get the fucking shovel in the end and the fork and like dig it up. The root was like the size of a fucking onion beneath it, so I could go around it. Gave me a fight, that fucker did. Anyway, the only reason I tell this story is because obviously it has a Greg moment. I finished the garden and was like, you know what? I'm on a roll. I need to do the fucking bush out the front because you thought the garden was bad. Fuck me, that bush. The other week, I actually just had to trim the sides where you come through the gate because it almost like grown over, so you could get through, but you couldn't fucking see.
Yeah.
So I was like, right, it was fucking really crazy. So I got out there with a hedge trimmer and was up the ladder and I was doing, because it's quite big. I've got, for those that know, outside my house, I have quite a big hedge that kind of encloses my whole garden.
Yeah.
And they don't even, both sides don't meet. They stop other side of the gate. So I have one side and another side, both the same sort of size. So I started on the right side and I was almost done when I fucking slipped on the ladder. I didn't fall, but I slipped down a step. And I cut through the fucking wire
Oh.
that powers the hedge trimmer.
No.
Like, oh, mate. Oh, that was it. Yeah, that was it. I was so angry. I was like, fuck it. I tied it up with the shears and just left one side done and the other side out of control. It's mental. Kind of my personality.
It's like Two-Face in Batman. But a bush.
People are going to be like, why the fuck did he only do one side?
Yeah.
Was he playing
He
it?
must have cut through the wire.
I didn't even properly clean up afterwards. I was so annoyed. Like, I just left all the shit. So like my driveway, the path outside my house is covered in bush shit.
Get that another day.
So I was very angry. So yeah, that was the Greg moment. I cut through the fucking wire and pissed myself off. Treated myself to a pizza that evening.
Oh, jolly good.
Ordered the pizza. I tried somewhere new. I tried a place that I'd never seen pop up in Just Eat before, but it's down the road. Like it's like probably a 10-minute drive from my house.
Yeah.
And it was called. I've got it here. It's called Pizza Natunella. Oh no, they're not L's, they're T's. Nuntanetta. Pizza Nuntanetta.
Okay.
I'm probably saying that horrifically wrong.
Sounds pretty authentic.
So pizzeria, yeah.
Okay.
Not
Then you have
It was
butchered the pronunciation of this.
Yeah,
place.
I butchered everything of it. Anyway, it was. I ordered from there, and in a weird thing, I ordered the pizza first and some garlic bread. Once I'd ordered it, then I actually looked up the place and read the reviews to see what I was. And it was all 5 stars, fucking blinding, and it wasn't a takeaway. It had that's takeaway. It's a restaurant.
You like a little bit of risk when you're doing a takeaway. You want a bit of risk. I'm just like, I'm going to choose this place. I'm not going to read the reviews.
Yeah. But it was it's a restaurant, not just like a random takeaway place. It's actually a restaurant. That's been there for ages, and everyone seems to love it. I've never heard of it, but it's not that far down the road from me. It's kind of like past Stoneleigh on the way to Epsom. I can't remember what the area is called. It's by Bourne House for those that know the area. Really fucking nice. Oh my god, so nice. Like how I like pizzas to look.
Yeah.
Is how it looked. Listeners won't be able to see this. So I'm going to show Joe a picture of it.
Oh,
so like just thin. Kind of got the burnt edges.
Yeah.
Crust is really good. Oh man, and there was so much. And then when I saw it, I was worried at first. It looked like it was just a pool of cheese that was all just going to come off.
Yeah,
and it wasn't. I picked it up and it wasn't. It stayed together and it all separated nicely. And oh my god, the pepperoni on it was unreal. Oh, and even the garlic bread was amazing.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
So recommend them. I enjoyed it. It was very nice.
Probably a bit too far out to deliver to me, but I'll keep that in mind.
Yeah, probably a bit too far out to deliver to you. But for those in the area, do check them out. Very nice. So yeah, that happened. I feel like I'm unloading all my stories. I have quite a few stories to share.
Yeah.
I'll share this next one, and then maybe I'll kick it over to you for a moment.
Okay.
So last week I went to Southend in Essex for Jarny, my business partner who did the book with. It was his 50th.
Yeah.
Big 5-0. Me, Lizzie, and obviously all of Lizzie's family and all that were going to be there. Which is all fine, because obviously Jarny's her cousin. Lizzie's parents were driving down on their own. Me, Lizzie, and Indiana actually drove down early in the morning. Because I really wanted to go to a shop called Nerd Base in a place called Battlebridge, but it's in like a massive antique, loads of antique, like old barns, things like an old mill that's been converted, and there's all these little buildings.
Yeah.
Like it's really cool, man. It's really coll there. So I went there, got there early, because I knew I'd spend at least 2 hours in this fucking shop, and I did. Bought all my shit, went around. Indiana loved it. We went around all the antique bits. I bought a cool metal fucking sign that's up on the living room of ET. It's an old advert about drink driving for cause from the 80s. It's really cool. It's basically saying if you've passed the point, if you've drunk too much, don't drive, phone home.
Yeah. Classic.
You can't. There's no call on Uber then.
Yeah, of course.
So did that, and then we went to the seafront. We were in Jenna wanted to see the sea, so we went to the seafront, Southend. This is before we went back to the hotel and got ready and went to Johnny's party. Went to Southend, and there they've got Adventure Island, Ventureland, whatever it's called. It's like a theme park. Well, it is a theme park, but you go in for free, but you pay for the rides individually. But it's always there, and it's huge.
Yeah.
So Indiana went on the ride with Lizzie. I was walking around. I kind of wanted to go up the top of this viewpoint and get a photo from up there. So while they went on the ride, I went and did that. Came back down. They were still queuing. I'm still so I just kind of walked around. It was fucking busy as well, man. It was so hot. It was so fucking busy. The whole area was. The whole ship was. So by one of the entrances to the park, this like fight broke out. And I stopped to watch. This is what annoyed me, that I fell for the fucking distraction. This is what annoyed me about this story. Because I was like, that doesn't even look like a real fight. Like, I remember thinking it, because it was like they weren't even really hitting each other, just kind of shoving. You're right, Joe, you're acting like something's happening in the room.
Yeah, I think there's a wasp in my room, but I can't quite confirm. Just 2 secs.
Okay. Everyone stand by. Have we got confirmation on the wasp?
No, we're good. Sorry.
We're good. We're all clear.
Apologies.
Stand down. Stand down. So they're kind of just shoving each other on the hit. Anyway, it's really busy around me. Why is this happening? I suddenly feel someone trying to get my bag off me from behind.
Like your backpack.
Yeah, but I'm wearing like a one-strap Carhartt bag, so it's a bit thinner and smaller. It's my little going out bag. Still, actually not that little. It's still the size of a rucksack, but it's on my back. But it's like a one-strap, and I can't really. It feels like they're trying to put it over me. or there's a clip at the front. Maybe they're trying to grab the clip, but there's loads of people around me. But I can feel hands on my bag, and they're trying to get it off me.
Fuck.
So I grab the front strap, and I kind of like just pulled my shoulders in and kind of like, didn't curl up into a ball. I just pulled myself forward and closed myself up a little bit, holding the strap while they're trying to pull it off me. And I don't think they were hitting me, but I was definitely feeling some sort of jab to the hips. They were trying ribs. They were trying to get me to let go, and I wasn't. Why that's... But anyway, I haven't seen this person. I can just feel them behind me.
Yeah.
Why this is happening, I feel another hand go into my pocket to grab my phone.
Jesus Christ.
Luckily, they kind of misjudged the whole thing, and I grabbed their wrist. So now I've got one hand holding my bag strap and another hand holding this guy's wrist at bay from my shorts, from my fucking pocket. And I've still not seen them.
Jesus
I haven't looked.
Christ.
I can't look back. I'm like, if I look round, I'm going to lose my... Going to be exposed, man. I'm trying to like close up and keep hold of my bag strap.
Yeah.
And they let go. And that was it. They were gone. And the crowd was just crazy big around me.
What the fuck?
And I never really saw them. I don't think I could. I never saw them. Like I could just feel it was happening.
Jesus
But it was all over. It
Christ.
sounds like it sounds like it went on for ages. It was literally over in seconds.
Yeah.
And the whole thing was seconds long. Like,
Fuck, man.
but that was the night. So that night, all that shit kicked off in Southend. So I remember like the next day, security guard was like, "Did you see what happened in Southend last night?" And he showed me a video on TikTok. And it was just guys again with all hoods up, smashing shit up, kind of like running around with like shit in their hand.
Yeah.
And it was literally at the exact point where I was attempted to be robbed
Jesus Christ.
hours before. Mad, so insane. But yeah, I didn't make a big deal of it. I was just kind of like just watch my back when they came off the ride. I was like, "We're going."
Yeah.
We didn't even rush back. Actually, we kind of walked on let Indiana's paddle in the sea for a bit, and then went home, got ready, went to the party. It was good.
Fuck, man, that's nuts. Jesus Christ, dude.
Yeah. So that was fun.
Oh, this fucking world, man.
That was fun. But I think it had been happening all day.
You reckon it's like
Honestly,
it's like one of those things, isn't it? It's
Well, the security guard I was telling the security guard at work about it, and he was like, "Oh, you're lucky. Usually they have the cutters and just cut the strap off you." Like, but in my case, I think they actually wanted the bag as well because it's quite a sort of nice Carhartt bag. They probably actually wanted the bag rather than slice it up because all that was in there was a bottle of water and my headphones. No, not even my
you mean
headphones. Not even my
something like this, Greg? With my
No, it's bigger than it's bigger than that. It's bigger than the small one. It's still backpack size.
Yeah.
You would have seen it. I've used it at Annabelle Eds and stuff. It's still backpack. So it's a black bag.
God
But
damn.
yeah, so that was fun.
Yeah.
That was fun. That was a fun moment.
That's nuts, man. Well, I'm glad you're okay.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm fine. No, I'm fine. Yeah, I'm fine.
Harrowing. Jesus.
Didn't see him.
Wow.
Yeah, I've got another one, but rather than just everyone listening to me drone on, what's been going on with you, Jackson? Anything exciting? Anything exciting? Any excitement? Any who? Any ha? Any ooh?
Well, as I was saying, like, we've been on holiday and doing nothing, so it's been very.
So you haven't been on holiday,
like,
just been on rest.
Yeah, just off work, sort of for the week. It's been really, really nice, just sort of relaxing, chilling out, and doing nothing.
Yeah.
But today we decided just that we needed to go food shopping, so we went out. And we, there's a Lidl just up the road, so we're walking towards there. Now, those familiar with Kingston, you got the Shell garage just before Kingston Hill, and we cut down there, and there's like a sort of alleyway on to the right where like the houses are next to the Shell garage.
Right.
There's an alleyway that sort of leads down towards the back of some houses, and there was a guy just unconscious in that alleyway, but it's like a car alleyway. It's not like a walking alleyway. It's a car alleyway.
Yeah.
And he was just unconscious, like laying on his side.
Was he like crackhead or?
He was drunk. He was
Right.
fucking drunk. He was really.
Was he an old guy?
Yeah, like
Okay.
I would have said late 40s, early 50s maybe, but
Oh, okay.
with booze and stuff, he could have been 28. I don't know.
Yeah, okay.
So yeah, there was a group of like young people. There was
Those young'uns.
two lads and a girl were in a car that was sort of parked up, and they were sort of like looking at this guy and we saw him as well, and we were just like, oh, okay. And Becca was the one to say, is this a call an ambulance? This is we call an ambulance for this sort of situation, don't we? It's just like I think we probably should.
Yeah.
And then this other couple are coming along the road, and the younger people from the car just randomly were asking people in the street, like, "Are you a nurse?" And this one woman was like, "Oh, I'm an OT." And I was like, "What's that?" And she was an occupational therapist, so obviously had some sort of medical background. And she came over and saw the guy and started sort of like trying to wake him up and sort of, rouse his senses.
That was good timing, though.
Fuck it, what are the chances of that, right?
So you didn't have to be the ones dealing with it.
Yeah. Well, I called the ambulance.
Oh, you did call an ambulance?
Yeah.
Okay.
I called whilst he was kind of sort of coming to. I called an ambulance, and I sort of, he had a little nick on his forehead, and he was generally had sort of like cuts and marks over him, but like old. They looked old,
Oh right. Okay.
He was very fucking disorientating, just like couldn't really talk because of how drunk he was. So I'm on the phone to the ambulance, and then the girl's trying to basically get some information out of him, his name and stuff like that. And then this guy comes along, and the guy sees him on the floor and just fucking lets loose on him. It's just like, "That's what you get, you fucking cunt, you fucking slag." Ooh. Like, this is you drunk piece of, like, just going, like, fucking giving him everything. And then says, "You smashed my fucking window." Like, we walked past afterwards, there was no windows fucking smashed whatsoever. But he was like, "You smashed my fucking..."
Where did he...
Like, down...
Where'd he come out from?
Huh? He came from round the corner where we'd just come from, which is... And there's like a little parade of stores, shops there.
Alright, but he might have, like, smashed his window off roof or somewhere earlier.
I don't know. We walked past and there was no smashed windows.
Oh, okay.
So then, so he's like talking over him and stuff, and the girl's trying to still sort of get this guy sort of coherent. But this guy's getting his face, so like her partner and me are telling this guy to back away, and then as soon as I say that I leave it out, he just goes, "Fuck you," and I was like, "What did I?"
Oh my god!
I was like, "What did I do?" Like, it was so he was like going for it, and then was just like he was calling the police, and he was like, "Yeah, they're gonna fucking take me." He wouldn't stop, and he was just the girl actually was great. She was really really good at like kind of sort of dispersing the anger. She was that's it, isn't it? She was just like, maybe step back a bit right now, and like this is because you're not helping the situation.
Yeah.
Just like maybe go down the road and call the police or something if that's how you feel. And he went off and did. Ambulance turned up and kind of sort of took over.
How long did you have to wait for the ambulance? Out of curiosity.
5-6 minutes maybe, because we're right near Kingston Hospital, so like
I know, but still sometimes you just
I mean the woman on the phone was just like, it could be anywhere from 30 to 50 minutes, and I was like,
that's what I mean,
man, I got a podcast today, like, come on.
That's what I mean.
But they turned up, and we like, there was like empty cans around and stuff like that. But there was, I don't know, it was just a bit weird. Like there was something weird to it. So there was a broken chair where the guy was laying, right?
Right.
And it could have looked like he easily was just sitting on this chair and it broke and he fell off and was just fucking out. But then like this guy, apparently, whilst I was we moved the guy over to the drunk guy over to the brick wall where the shell garage is to like sit on. Mm-hmm. And then the ambulance turned up. Whilst I'm doing that, Becca's over on the other side with the occupational therapist partner and this angry dude. So I'm like looking over my shoulder, make sure and he's not shouting at Becca or anything at all.
It's just the same guy.
Yeah, same guy.
Dude,
and then like Becca was just like, he mentioned something about hitting him over the head with a chair, and I was just like, I beg your fucking pardon. Like whilst we were like walked off away from the situation, but I think it was like a threat. I think he'd threatened to do it, like. And he'd moved the chair that was broken when like police and ambulance were turning up. Like it was a weird fucking.
Oh, like, so maybe he did hit him over the head of a chair.
Maybe that's what we're theorizing. Like but yeah, it's speculation. But that was weird. I then realised who
he could have smashed his window in previously.
I then
like could have been like a.
I then realised that the very very angry man cut my hair a few months ago.
Oh my god! You realised later on that's so funny.
I was like, oh shit, that guy cut my hair like when we first moved in. Like I got a haircut down the road, and that was that guy.
Wow.
So yeah.
Oh, that'd be fun when we go back there again.
No, I'm not going back there again, Greg.
Saw you the other day.
Yeah. What was all that about? All that kerfuffle, eh?
Did you hit him, that man with that chair?
Did you whack him over the head? Did you whack him over the head with the chair?
Wow, so how long were you there for, you reckon, in total?
15, 20 minutes maybe, not even that.
Wow.
Yeah. So that was...
see what happens. Let's see what happens when we go outside.
Mate, exactly. I was just like... Afterwards, it was just like... Becca was like, let's just go home. It's safer there.
That's crazy, man. But yeah, that's what happens when we go outside. These things happen. However, I had a crazy thing happen without leaving my house.
No one is safe, Greg.
It's like plot just finds me.
Yeah.
There's a film. I feel like this sometimes. There's a film. Actually, it's really good. It's probably my favourite Will Ferrell film. It's not like a slapstick silly comedy. It's quite a drama comedy. He plays it's called Stranger Than Fiction, and he plays.
Oh, that sounds familiar.
He plays this guy who I think is called Harold, and he starts hearing a voice in his head, a woman's voice in his head, narrating everything he's doing.
Okay.
And he can't figure out why, and it starts like getting ahead of us. And then, quite early in the film, he's crossing the road, and the voiceover says, "Little did Harold know that in 3 days or whatever, he was going to die." and he's like, "What? Why?" And it's just him at the crossing with loads of people, and he's just screaming into the sky at no one. What do you mean? But there's a scene where they try to look. They're like, look, to try and figure out if this is really happening to you, stay at home. Like if you're in a story and you just sit at home, that's boring story.
Yeah.
So plot will find you if you stay at home. So he just sits at home and doesn't do. He's literally weeing in like bottles on the sofa, like he's not leaving. And then a fucking like bulldozer head smashes through the side of his house of the flat, and he's like, "Oh my god!" And they realise they're demolishing the wrong building. Like
so ridiculous.
So that's what I feel like. Like it finds me. Plot finds me. It found me. Even though, to be fair, I'm making a joke about it. It is actually a very sad story. So I just finished smoking in the garden, of course.
Yeah.
Just not literally got home from work, done this, come inside, and was like, I sat on the sofa, knock at my door. And I'm like, who the hell is that? I don't get, unless people were selling stuff, I don't get random knocks at the door unless I'm expecting
Yeah.
Open the door, and there's this old woman there. Not like a little frail old woman, but there's an old woman there. And she's got a really old Nokia phone in her hand. She's got a neck, like a thing around her neck that's a big button with SOS written on it. So I'm like, and she's kind of shaking. She looks visibly upset.
Right.
And I'm like, what is this?
Yeah.
Straight away, I'm like, she's going to give me some sub story and ask for money. I felt something was like going to happen.
Right.
And she was like, oh, hello, I'm so sorry to bother your evening. And I'm like, oh, it's fine. What's going on? What can I do? And she's like, oh, I used to live in this house.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh. And I'm like, she wants to come in. Like, straight away in my head. I'll be honest, she took a while.
It's another scam, Greg. You're falling for another scam.
She took a while to get to the point, so all these thoughts are rushing through my head as she's slowly revealing information. Then she's like, me and my husband used to live in this house.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, well, what's she going to do? Her husband's died. She wants to come visit the room. I want to make love in the bedroom one more time. Sorry, that's a bad joke. That was a really inappropriate joke for the story. And she's like, oh, he's got really bad dementia, Alzheimer's.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Like, that's shit. And she's like, and he always thought of this place as, recently he's been talking about going home. And when he talks about going home, he's talking about this house. And I'm like, is he in the car?
Yeah.
Can he come in? Or is she coming to book an appointment to bring him round? Like, is this what?
Gonna lead him in, and he's just like, what's this Star Wars shit in it?
Yeah, exactly. I wouldn't leave the bush like that. This isn't my house. Look at the state of that hedge. Yeah. I wouldn't do that. This can't be my house. Oh my god, my memory, everything's come flooding back. The anger of this bush has brought everything back. What cured your dementia? My previous bush was a right state. So she said, yeah, fortunately he's got walkabouts and they can't find him.
Yeah.
And she's like, we think he might be making his way here. But she's like, I didn't
tell
see
you
him
what,
on the route.
I tell you what, this about dementia people, they're slippery, aren't they? They get like, there's a lot of cases where they just go on the run. It's just like, well,
They're off. Yeah, yeah.
like, they are slippery people.
Well, I suppose the more it deteriorates the more it deteriorates, kind of like it gets worse over time, right? So there's a time where they're not just randomly walking out the house, and then when it starts, that's it,
Yeah.
right?
Quick as well. I mean, you can't just...
You just remind them because they're not like disabled, right?
No.
They're still just
They're still...
able-bodied.
Yeah.
Or, not, or obviously they might still have a disability, but it doesn't like make you unable to get up and go. But anyway, she
Good
said
cat burglars.
she hadn't seen him on the way here, but basically he could show up. He'll probably want to know why I'm in his house. But she was very nice. I could tell she was really upset. I probably said something which on affliction I feel like I shouldn't have said. I said, I'm really sorry he's missing. But I really appreciate the heads up.
Thanks, we offer a high five after that. Thanks, bro.
Yeah, spider.
Cheers, bro.
Slipped
Thanks
through
for
a
the
fiver.
heads up, my G.
And she was like...
Then just shut
okay,
the door on her.
yeah, she was okay. But I felt bad for her. She was shaking. Like, she gave me her home number, but she had a mobile in her hand. I was like, oh,
Yeah.
this isn't for that phone, is it? And she's like, I don't know the number. And I don't know how to work these things. And I felt really bad for her. And she's
Yeah.
like, 07. And I'm like, I just took it off her. Like,
Yeah.
rung it. Well, rung it. Put my number into it and phoned my phone. And then, yeah, there you go. We've got to show us numbers.
Yeah.
My name's Greg. I hope you find him. If he shows up here, I will call you straight away. And she's like, thank you. She leaves. And then I'm just like, fuck, man. What if he shows up?
You've
Like,
got
throughout
rid
the
of her.
conversation, I'm more just dealing with the situation at the time. As
Yeah.
soon as she left, I'm like, this guy could just show up.
What you've done there is you've done the things that you should do in that situation, which is be helpful. But then afterwards, you've had almost post nut clarity, and you're just like, oh fuck, what if he turns? It's like fuck.
What if he turns up?
Yeah.
I was really like, fuck. And then I'm like, do I invite him in?
Yeah.
Do I know his name? Do I say it? Like, do I ask who he is? Do I invite him in?
Yeah,
Is he
you don't
gonna
know.
be-
I mean, in all honesty,
Is he going to be angry I'm in his house? Is he going to be friendly? Like, and all these thoughts, and I'm like, I just don't know. I've had family with dementia.
Sure,
I've dealt
yeah.
with dementia people and deal with dementia people still.
but it's not all the same all the time. It's like
not
it's
all the
such a
same.
wide like variation.
But when it's somebody you don't know,
yeah, that's. I mean, if
I can't reassure them that they know me because they don't know me. Usually, if there's someone's like, "Who are you?" You know who I am. You can reassure them who you are.
Did you
explain to them? I'm blah blah blah. But this person, I don't have any of that.
yeah. Did you get the lady's? I'm assuming you got the lady's name. Don't say it. But like,
Yeah, but I forgot it instantly.
brilliant. Okay, because I was going to
know-
say,
I-
like in that
I know
situation,
what
you could say his name,
yeah.
but then say,
Yeah.
"Oh, I'm a friend of so and so."
Yes,
She
but then you
told
might
me
be like,
that
why
you,
are you in our house? You see
Yeah,
my wife?
yeah. She told me. She told me you used to live here. Please come in.
So, yeah, come on in, have a coffee.
I
I'm
am
on the phone right now. but I was like, I wonder if they'll let me know if they found him. So I'm not on edge the whole evening.
Yeah.
I never heard any, but then again, I suppose they've got bigger things to worry about than letting me know. It was just a thought because I was thinking about it all evening.
I'm assuming
even
you
late.
haven't heard from her. Like,
No, I haven't heard anything. Now I've got it into my head though that it could happen.
do you
at any
reckon
moment.
she was
Because
actually?
it could happen at any moment.
Maybe that'd be great. Get him on the podcast, man. Like,
But he could be at the house without anyone knowing at any point. He could because he's not that far away. They don't live that far from here. They're down the corner.
do you think
So
potentially?
in my head, he could show up at any time.
What if she was the one with dementia and she was like, she was.
Well, she was very
very convincing.
brief. Yeah. Thing was, a couple of hours later, I'm sat on the sofa and I heard someone running up my path towards
Oh,
my front
fucking
door,
hell.
making loud monkey noises.
What?
And I was like, and I say that so casually, like it's a normal thing. And I'm like, fuck! Jump out the window. But I'm like, he's not gonna run up the path making monkey noises, is he? Like, it was a kid next door.
That's not a
It was raining.
That's not a
It was the day
diagnosis.
of the storm. This was the evening of the storm.
Oh yeah.
So it just started raining outside. So that's what the kid was doing. He was running from the car across to the house.
Right,
I think he was just
right.
going past. Well, it sounded like he was running up to my door, but it was just him.
Fuck, man.
Yeah, that freaked me out. But then, yeah, but I was messaging my mate, being like, well, she was like, don't let him in. And I'm like, well, there's a storm outside, I have to. Don't answer the door. Lol. And I'm like, well, there's a storm outside, I have to answer the door. I can't leave a man with dementia on the door. Hi, he's here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I won't. No, he can't come
I've
in.
left him outside.
Nah.
I've left him outside.
Nah, he can't come in. No. Nah,
I've left him outside.
He's got mud all over his shoes. He's not coming in here.
I've left him outside. He'll be all right. Don't worry about it.
Giving him a bowl of water.
I'm having a moment here because I found a. Sorry, I'm talking to you, but I'm obviously just slightly distracted.
No, that's all right.
I found a mint. I saw a mint in my pocket, but I'm putting my hand in my pocket to take it out, to throw it away, and it's not. I can feel it. It's in the lining. So I'm like, how is it in the lining? So I'm putting my hand in my back pocket to see if it's the back pocket I'm feeling through that side pocket sat down. But there's no mint in there, and I can still fit. How is it in the lining of these shorts? I don't understand. Look, it's in the short sock. But I put my hand in there and it's not. It's inside. I don't know how it's in there. I'm so confused. Oh, there's a little pocket within the pocket. I found it.
The realization.
I got it.
Oh dear. Oh god.
Sorry, that was driving me. I couldn't understand.
I could hear it.
I just
could hear it in your voice. You were.
I just couldn't understand why I couldn't take it out of my pocket. It was really free. Oh, sorry, guys.
Can I please request that this episode be called "I Found a Mint"?
Yes, you called it. I found a mint. Yeah.
Perfect.
And it's me rummaging down my shorts.
It'll be me and you, but like you holding them up and like looking inside the pocket, and I'll be looking inside it, and then you'll just be bottom half, nothing on. Just like.
Well, if you want to be authentic, I'm wearing a Johnny 5 t-shirt with the sleeves cut off. I'm wearing a t-shirt of Johnny 5.
Ain't got the time to draw that in a minuscule fucking vein.
Just to the side.
Right, fine.
Blue oval, yellow eyes. It's Johnny 5 doing the Shining. Here's Johnny.
Ah, yes, of course.
There it is.
Nice.
It's an old one. I cut the sleeves off the other day to sit in the garden.
That's it. Travis Barker will be proud of you.
I don't think he will. He's quite short. It looks a bit weird. So yeah, I haven't heard anything. I feel like it could happen further down the line.
Yeah.
If he gets out again,
you never know.
Obviously, where he wants to be, you never know. So yeah, that was my little.
Or
evening.
she's a prankster and she just wanted to spice up your evening.
Maybe. So yeah, quite an eventful week.
Indeed, yeah. A lot.
I also actually, what day is it today? Sunday. Was it last Sunday I did this? Was it last Sunday? I think it was Sunday. It was last Sunday. I was feeling pretty shit. I got home from work. No, I wasn't working. I'd driven back from Essex. I dropped Lizzie in Indiana off back. I then came home. And you just sat there on your own in the evening. And I was just feeling a bit... Ugh. And it got quite late. It got to I say quite late, but it got quite late to make this decision, considering I don't do anything.
Yeah.
It got to 8 o'clock, and I was like, "Fuck it, I'm going out. I'm going to the cinema."
At 8 o'clock, fucking hell.
Yeah, and I'd been obviously sitting around all day. I'd done my washing and stuff, but I was obviously pretty high and stuff, and I was like, "I'm going to the cinema." Fuck it. I know. I took the last of the edibles I had, cut them up, took them. Went to the fucking cinema.
Nice.
Booked a seat in not 3D, but in IMAX, and I went and saw Deadpool and Wolverine.
Oh, of course, yeah.
Because I was, I was a bit like, a spoiler popped up that day that really pissed me off. That I really didn't want to know, and it popped up, and I was like, "Fuck, this is gonna flood social media for the next few days." I haven't been to the cinema in fucking ages.
Yeah.
But I was like, "This is gonna flood the fucking social media algorithm. I'm going to see all the spoilers. I just need to go see the fucking film." So I just got up and went out and saw it. Really annoying though, because it was obviously I think the showing was 8:30, but the film didn't start till 9. I didn't get home till midnight. But this film didn't start till 9, so I'm sat there and it's pretty empty because it's 8:30 on a Sunday. Mm-hmm. I mean, it was pretty busy, but what am I saying? It wasn't really busy. There were empty rows.
Yeah,
the
yeah,
row
yeah.
I was on was empty. And I was like, thank fuck. And just before the film started, an entire family showed up. And the whole row was empty. And they still sat from me onwards.
Oh, mate.
So I had my fruit pastels on one side with my edibles in them, and I had my water the other side. Like, well, actually, I didn't have water. Just how fancy I was. I had a bottle with peach and fizzy water.
Oh, nice, nice.
And the other, but I had to move it over because they all sat next to the whole. Just move down, even at one seat. Just fuck off down there. Nope. Anyway, fuck it. It felt like I wasn't watching it on my own. I'll give you my spoiler-free review quickly. I enjoyed it. Do I think it's the best Deadpool movie? Maybe not. But I thoroughly enjoyed it. It did what I wanted it to do.
Okay.
I was worried with all the cameo talk that it was just going to be a cameo a minute.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And that they were going to be really shoehorned in. And it was going to be like people... like I've seen clips of it, but in the female reboot of Ghostbusters, they all make cameos, but it's like one of them plays a cab driver, all that sort of shit.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I was worried it'd be shit like that. But actually, it wasn't... Still a lot of cameos, but not loads. Like, I thought there'd be way more. And the ones that do show up, the characters that do show up, stick around for a while and serve a purpose.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So actually, I was actually like really happy with that. I got to see all these these cool characters in action again after like however many fucking years. But the biggest like thumbs up was probably just seeing Wolverine being Wolverine.
Yeah.
Just like seeing Wolverine in the fucking full yellow suit, fucking mask, just swearing and slicing people, like really fucking stabbing them up in their fucking chest over and over.
Yeah,
Just
yeah, yeah.
Like fucking everywhere, like just being brutal. That's what I needed to see.
That's good.
And I saw it, and I was happy, and it was fucking funny. It was really funny. And it really takes the piss out of the current state of the MCU. Like they literally like say it. Deadpool literally says how bad, how Marvel's lost it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Like one brief joke that's not giving it away, but when one character pops up, he's like, "Hey, hey, you just popped up in the MCU. You're joining at a bit of a low point." They really do take the piss out of it. So yeah, it was good. I enjoyed it.
Cool.
I will look forward to watching it when it comes out on streaming once more. But I did enjoy my cinema trip.
Nice.
So I did that.
Jolly
Went
good.
to the cinema. How about that? No one saw it coming. And I started playing that Star Wars game again. I started playing a game again. I haven't played a game on my PlayStation. Well, this year.
Jesus.
I think when Lizzie and Jella moved out, I just haven't played a computer game, and it's been, which sounds like what you would do, because you have all this time.
To fill the time, yeah. It'd
But
be
I don't know
what I
why.
would do.
I've just not wanted to do it until I started playing, carried on with the Star Wars game. I was like, I haven't played this for 8 months. Where was I? What are the fucking controls?
Sweet.
What's going on? But yeah, so I did that. So
Nice.
that's good.
Good.
That's good. Wow, that was a lot of stuff going on.
That was, yeah.
Anything else you want to throw out there before we move on to Geezedropping?
I'd say rap with Geezedropping in all honesty. Unless
That was a lot, wasn't it?
yeah.
Right, okay, so Geezedropping, we have snippets over conversation. Heard about context. What does it mean? What does it mean? I gave up halfway through. Geezedropping, what have you heard?
Geezedropping. Having a listen.
What have we heard? I have minimal Geezedrops. I have one that from Marin that I actually forgot to read last episode, and one that I heard. That's all I got.
Well, Top Shagger has come through once again, and he's blessed me with 6.
I saw Top Shagger. I saw
did you?
Luke and Fran. I saw them on the way to the cinema. It's all connected, Joe.
Were they going? Were they going as well?
So I was on the bus on the 71. When I was downstairs, I sat at the back. It was pretty busy. It was hot. I was sat at the back. I had headphones on, sunglasses on, head against the window, looking down, eyes shut.
Yeah.
I didn't even know where the bus was, to be fair. And then, I got up, and then my phone did that thing where it went quiet for a split second. So I was like, oh, I got a message. And it was a Facebook messenger message. And I was like, oh, right. And I opened it up, and it was from Luke. And I was like, oh, right. And I'll read it. And it just says, dude, are you on a bus to Kingston? If not, this bloke is the spitting image of you. But then it's quite busy, and I'm like, obviously you look up, I saw him straight away, and I kind of took my headphones down, I was like, that was weird. And the woman next to me had like a leg in a cast and a cane, and you could tell as soon as she realised I'd recognised Luke, she was almost like, she was like moving over. Like, so then I was like, oh, so I went, yeah, got up, went down, said hello. And I was like, I told him I was off to the cinema, and was like, where are you guys going?
Yeah.
They were heading to the pub for a few beers.
Fair enough. That's what you do.
I thought I would have. I was fully thought I was going to see him on the bus going home. To be fair, but yes, I bumped into Top Shot. That's also the same night. I took that picture of, you know, when you're on a bus, listeners, and the CCTV.
Oh yeah.
And you got like there's a screen that shows you it just kind of cycles through the CCTV. At one point,
Yeah.
it cut to what was almost like a night vision shot of really extreme close up of the driver's foot on one of the pedals.
It was.
On one of the
yeah,
pedals.
it was bizarre. It was fucking
And I'm
bizarre.
like, why am I seeing this? Am I actually watching? And I'm watching, and he's doing the accelerator, and I'm like, why am I seeing this so close up?
Yeah,
What-
that's a weird. I wasn't aware of that before. Like,
So after putting it on Facebook, I was made aware that they do have cameras there in case for accidents and stuff to show that the driver braked in time and stuff.
cool, but like, why are we
and-
seeing it?
But yeah, we shouldn't be seeing it. Passengers shouldn't be seeing it. So obviously something going on there. But I was like, I don't
Comfortable.
know if I feel better seeing it. Like, I'd rather not see close up of him driving the bus. It's making me think about it. And I usually just assume the driver knows his job.
So
as I,
it's
as a
freaking me
passenger,
out
know
that
mine.
he's using the side of his foot to accelerate.
Yeah, what's happening? Where does it keep going? My God.
This guy is
so yeah,
obscenely confident.
So I threw in a couple little curveball stories there. Right. Do you want to start with Luke's thing? So I've only got these two.
Yeah. So as I said, yes, Luke has sent through a plethora once more of really good quality ones as well. I'm going to start off here with talk to my granddad again, and I'll weigh you in.
Wow. Weigh you in, I like that.
Why are you protecting your granddad that hard? Like, oh dear. He also said he followed that up as well with just I don't know if this was the same conversation or not, but the follow up Geezedropping said was, "Do you want me to kick you square in the balls?"
Ooh.
I'm assuming they were connected, like not foot to balls, but yeah.
And he better kick square as well.
Mm-hmm. Another one here he sent me, which just says, "I bet you flush when you fart." I thought that was a pretty good insult to sell to someone.
Ooh, very good. That's good. That's good. I like that. It was. You hope you flush when you flush when you fart.
Yeah.
I like that.
I like that. Unless they just have a particularly runny fart, then you probably would want to flush, wouldn't you?
Yeah, you would.
So, idiot 1, you pulled in a police station. Idiot 2, yeah, I woke up with a truncheon inside me.
Hey.
And then finally, I've got here, working at Chessington has really put me off being a paedophile.
Oh, it's just one adventures. I don't blame.
I'm assuming so. To be fair, the state of kids these days, they're little cunts.
Yeah. Oh, that's a relevant location in Geese Shop to me. I enjoyed hearing that one. Yeah.
And then just finally, I've got here, I need more bumholes in my life. Put not bum holes. He spelt it as it was pronounced, bumholes.
Yeah.
I need more.
Funny if it stops there.
I
need more bumholes.
I need more bumholes in my life.
Just dropped in my life. I need more bumholes.
Why would you possibly need more than one bumhole?
I don't know. It's like
what
a
project?
sieve. Get it out quicker.
What project are they working on? Like,
just instead of an arsehole, it has the bum, then like a third cheek, which is actually just like a standard sort of flesh. What's the word I'm thinking of? Colander, not colander. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, just sticking out there instead of an arsehole. You just got that. Just comes out like. Psh.
It disturbs me how quickly you were able to come up with that.
I thought about it.
Yeah, for far too long, apparently.
I thought about it.
I thought that maybe she...
I always think about things like that. You know, like what if your dick had a fingernail? Or what if your dick and balls came out your chest and the girl's vag was on her chest? Or what if it was in your armpit?
The only reason I know we've discussed this before is because you wouldn't let me draw it.
Wouldn't I?
I think you were just like, I don't think that's going to get on Instagram for too long.
Well, for future reference, I wouldn't stop that now.
Oh, sweet. Okay.
I'd be open to
You're
that
just
now.
because you're just like, it's not my account. He's the one that's going to.
I don't care anymore. No, that's all right. No, we'll all be there together, but I don't think anyone cares now. It'll be fine. I've seen worse.
I mean, there's literally tits on social media these days.
Oh,
So.
hello. Yeah, I bet at the time, I think was it on the podcast I said it, or was it to Ed and Sarah? When I was watching, I think in the second or third, an early episode of season 2 of House of Dragon, and literally the shots panning back, showing the main characters. It's in like a whorehouse. It's in like a prostitute. It's in like a sex house. They're pulling back, and there's literally in the corner a woman sucking. It comes in the frame. A woman sucking a guy's dick, like full on.
Really?
And I'm like, whoa! Like, fuck me!
Jesus
like, I was
Christ.
so like, not in a prudish way. I was just shocked that it was there.
Yeah.
And it wasn't even part. It was just there in the forefront of the shot. Just go, and she's really sucking him off. And I'm like,
you got to love a freebie like that.
Happening.
You got to love a freebie like that.
Wow, really shocked me. That did. So yeah, is that all the Geese drops from Luke?
That was,
I
yes.
say all like he hasn't done enough.
Yeah,
Thank you, Luke,
literally
as
just
always.
providing us
Amazing.
with like 25% content of our episode. Don't worry about
Exactly,
it.
all the time. Thank you. I only have 2. So Marin's was, why did that dog have a lipstick?
Oh no, I know what that is.
No,
I know what that
is, but I like to think that maybe it did just walk past with a lipstick.
What with a little
Whether
compact,
in its mouth, or
little,
it's got it on.
little compact
Yeah,
mirror
little
out.
compact. What was the dog we used to talk about? Steve.
Steve
Is that
the
what
dog?
we named him? The fictional dog we used to put in the random scenarios.
Are you
Steve?
suggesting that Steve has now gone trans? Is that what you're
No,
suggesting?
no. Just embracing lipstick.
Just embracing lipstick. Just lead an alternative life. There's nothing wrong with that at
Yeah,
all.
why
You know
not?
what?
That's exactly it.
Be
Living
happy.
Walking an alternative path.
Be
if
happy.
You so see
As long as you're happy. That's all that matters.
Be happy. That is all that matters, people. Listen to Joe.
Mm.
So yeah. So why did that dog have a lipstick? And this is one that I heard. I can't even remember where I heard.
Oh, do you think it was just trying to suck its own dick? Because it was trying to apply lipstick.
Oh. No, I see what you're doing
See
there.
what you did? Yeah.
I'm just gonna touch up my lipstick and pulls a bloody dog out the bag. That's better. Sorry. Ruby red.
Rocket red.
Rocket red. Mwah. Yeah, I heard this one. One woman turned to another and went, "I've gone right off pina colada."
I want to hear that backstory.
I don't even know.
She just threw up
not
like
remember for the
milk.
life of me where I was. I can't remember the last time I was in a pub. So, might have been Johnny's birthday. I could be wrong.
Oh, nice.
I could be wrong.
Nice.
I could be wrong. But those were all my Geese drops.
Excellent. Well, once again, thank you everyone for
Yeah.
sending in a wonderful selection of stuff for us to read
Yeah,
out.
I know it's been a slightly short episode, but yeah, I do have to actually edit this because I've got Indiana tomorrow night, so I have to get this edited and scheduled this eve.
And I have to draw.
And Joe has to draw. What were you going to draw again?
Looking in your pocket. Unless you can think of anything else.
I found a mint. What were we calling it? What did I say again? I found a mint.
I found a mint.
I found a mint. Yeah, we'll go with, I like that. We'll go with found a mint. Brilliant. Okay, it sounds good. All right, everyone, thanks for listening. We'll be back in a couple of weeks. I've actually got, between this episode and next weekend, I'll be driving Lee and Carolina again to a wedding. This time, handsome cunt Ben's wedding.
Ah, handsome cunt.
So I'll probably
Congratulations.
I'll have like a wedding story
That'd be good.
to share the next episode,
Lovely.
I'm sure. So that's happening. I think that's all I've got on the cards coming up.
Nice.
So yeah, there we go. It's a little bit further away than the last one. There'll be a couple of hours or so drive this one. So let's fucking do it.
Have an excellent
Fun.
time. And
I will do.
congratulations, Ben, you handsome cunt.
Yes, you handsome cunt.
Mm-hmm.
All right, everyone. Thanks for listening. See you next time. I've been Greg. I used to live in this house Armstrong.
I've been Joe Gristle Jackson.
Oh, it's a good one.
Bye.
All right, peace out. Bye.
You've been listening to The All Seen Guys with Greg and Joe, where Greg probably had some kind of list, and Joe most likely went for a piss 5 minutes before the end. If you hear this, it means that Greg hasn't sorted an outro yet. So maybe just imagine some music here, because honestly, that's all I actually wanted. Okay, bye.